Welcome to the Grim Tapes. Tonight, we're taking you on a journey through one of the most haunted and mysterious places in American history, Alcatraz Island. Known primarily as one of the most secure prisons in the world, Alcatraz is now equally infamous for something far more chilling: the spirits that refuse to leave. In this documentary, we'll uncover the terrifying legends, first-hand ghost sightings, chilling paranormal investigations, and deeply unsettling events that have plagued this isolated island in San Francisco Bay. You may have heard about the notorious criminals like Al Capone and Robert Stroud, the so-called Birdman of Alcatraz. But what about the dark energy that seems to cling to the cold walls of this desolate fortress? What about the cries in the night, the shadows that move on their own, the freezing cold spots in cell block D? This is more than just a haunted prison. This is a place where the past refuses to die, where the tortured souls of prisoners and guards still walk the corridors, searching for justice, vengeance, or simply a way out. So sit back, turn off the lights, and prepare yourself for a terrifying deep dive into the ghosts of Alcatraz. The history of Alcatraz. Before we explore the hauntings, let's understand the history of Alcatraz. Long before it became a prison, Alcatraz Island had a dark reputation. Native American tribes considered the island cursed, a place of evil spirits. During the Civil War, it became a military fortress and later a military prison. In 1934, it was converted into a federal penitentiary, the most secure in the world. The U.S. government sent its most dangerous criminals here. Men who had escaped other prisons were sent to Alcatraz because it was believed to be escape-proof. Isolated by frigid waters and strong currents, escape seemed impossible. But what went on inside the prison walls? Harsh punishments, solitary confinement, mental torture, and violence were common. This environment created suffering so intense, it may have left a permanent psychic scar on the location. The infamous prisoners and their legacies. Alcatraz was home to some of the most infamous names in American criminal history. Al Capone was transferred here in 1934. While he maintained his power outside, inside Alcatraz, Capone reportedly deteriorated quickly, especially mentally. Some say he would sit in his cell strumming a banjo, talking to people no one else could see. Robert Stroud, the Birdman of Alcatraz, was another famous inmate. While he never actually kept birds on the island, his isolation and erratic behavior left an imprint. Prison staff said he would talk to himself in different voices and seemed to be engaged in arguments with invisible figures. There are many others: murderers, robbers, gangsters, all of whom left their mark. Some left a trail of fear so deep that even decades after their deaths, they are still talked about in whispers. Paranormal hotspots in Alcatraz. Now let's move on to the heart of this investigation: the hauntings. Cell Block D is considered the most haunted section of Alcatraz. Especially D Block's hold, a solitary confinement cell with no light and minimal human contact. Inmates claim to see glowing eyes in the dark. One man reportedly screamed all night, claiming something evil was in the cell with him. He was found dead the next morning, strangled. No one ever explained how it happened. The shower room is another eerie spot. Multiple paranormal investigators have reported sudden temperature drops, unexplained noises, and whispers that seem to come from the walls. The hospital wing is equally disturbing. Filled with surgical tools, stretchers, and old equipment, this area reportedly echoes with the groans of patients long gone. Guards have refused to patrol this wing alone. First-hand accounts and paranormal investigations. Over the years, countless people have claimed to experience strange phenomena on Alcatraz. Tour guides, park rangers, and tourists alike have reported hearing footsteps, chains dragging, whispers, and even disembodied screams. In one chilling incident, a park ranger heard a loud clanging coming from the old metal doors of Cell Block B. When he investigated, there was no one there, but the sound continued until he left the area. Many ghost hunting shows have featured Alcatraz. In one investigation, a team set up night vision cameras and EVP, electronic voice phenomena, recorders. They caught unexplained whispers, loud bangs, and cold spots that would suddenly appear and vanish. One investigator swore she was followed by a shadow figure that seemed to mimic her movements. Another team member claimed he was scratched by an unseen force. The footage from that night is still debated among experts today. Theories about the hauntings. So why is Alcatraz so haunted? One theory suggests the extreme suffering experienced by the inmates created a psychic residue, energy so intense it remains trapped in time. Another theory focuses on the isolation. With so many people living and dying in confinement, perhaps their spirits never found peace. Some believe the land itself is cursed. Remember, Native Americans once considered it evil. Could it be that the location was doomed before a single brick of the prison was laid? Others argue that it's all psychological. The isolation, the history, the stories, perhaps it creates a perfect storm for people to imagine ghosts. But can imagination really cause cold spots, scratches, and disembodied voices recorded on tape? Modern-day experiences. Alcatraz is now a tourist attraction, drawing thousands of visitors every year. But even today, reports of strange occurrences continue to surface. Tourists have captured strange shadows in photographs, heard unexplained footsteps in empty hallways, and felt sudden chills even on warm days. Some claim to have seen full-bodied apparitions in the hospital wing or peeking out from behind cell doors. Park staff maintain a professional silence on these matters, but off the record, many admit that the island has an energy that's hard to ignore. One ranger even moved away after experiencing terrifying dreams and waking up to find furniture moved around his on-site quarters. The unexplained events. One of the most unexplained events occurred in the 1970s when a group of Native American activists occupied Alcatraz Island. During their stay, they reported eerie sightings, figures walking the island at night, strange noises, and even possessions. Their spiritual leader claimed the island was home to tortured souls crying out for justice. They believed the spirits were disturbed by the ongoing disrespect for the land. Was it imagination, or were the ancient energies of the island truly reacting to the presence of the living? So what is the truth about Alcatraz? Is it simply a historical site with a dark past, or is it one of the most haunted places in the United States? The evidence is compelling. The stories are chilling. And the experiences of countless people, whether they believe in ghosts or not, cannot be easily dismissed. Whether you believe in the supernatural or think it's all psychological, one thing is certain: Alcatraz continues to fascinate, terrify, and haunt the minds of those who walk its halls. Now that you've journeyed through the haunted halls of Alcatraz with us, we want to know, what do you believe? Do you think the spirits of former prisoners still linger on the island? Have you ever visited Alcatraz and experienced something unexplainable yourself? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into one of America's most haunted locations, make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the Grim Tapes for more terrifying, real-world mysteries. Your support helps us bring you deeper, darker, and more detailed explorations of the unknown. Don't forget to click the bell icon so you never miss a new episode. Until next time, keep the lights on, because you never know what's hiding in the shadows.